Oh, right. Oh, God. I'm trying to sort myself out. Oh, flipping flies back again. Oh, where are we? Right, hello everyone. Hello Julie, John. That's 2 out of 5. So a couple of hidden viewers. So John's not joining me tonight. He's watching boxing. So let me. Where's me share screen? So. Oh, I think I've got that all sorted out now. I think that's going to work better. Gotcha. Watching boxing. Looking good. I feel a lot better now. I've stopped. Well, I'll say I've stopped drinking. I haven't really stopped drinking. I've stopped the bourbon. So if boxing hadn't been on, Liverpool match has just started as well. Well, we know we're important. I'm not important enough to join, so I'm all right. So what fires me up? So earlier on, like in the week, as you do, you go on Facebook, don't you? And I go on like watching little ghost videos are they called reels? You know, the little clips and that. And so I've got a wrong folder. Got a folder here. When I can get it to work, you know, I'm stupid. So, I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, I don't know. Could you see that? Yeah, message Tony, see if he wants to come on. I don't know if you've seen that video clip because, like I said, I can't. I'm trying to read your comments as well. And I'm trying to get that. Right, let me. Oh. I'm going to have to get 2 monitors. Oh. Yeah, so now I can see it working. Now, earlier made that video. It's unbelievable to me because, like, would you believe that is real? I started laughing when I seen it. You know, could you see the ghost? It was shaped like the devil. You know, and they put these videos up, and I've seen clips where they put the pints at the edge of the bar, and they fall off, and it's supposed to be a ghost. Well, anybody that drinks and goes to the bar, you know, you daren't put your hands on the bar because, like, it's so full of beer. You know, as soon as you put your hand down, you know, you get soaked up in beer. You put a glass down on top of that. Did you see that fly? I'm gonna murder it. I'm gonna pull its wings. It's here, look. It annoys me. We have a, yeah, I don't know how, I'm getting off track again. I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, it annoys me because, like I say, you put the glasses down on the bars and they fall off. Now, some bars, they probably tilt or they have a little bit of a bevel in them, you know, and they're covered in beer. You know, the glass is bound to fall off. And then they try to convince us, the public, that there's a ghost in the bar. And I did think, how many people today, you know, they say the place is haunted, and it's not really haunted at all. And they're trying to get you to charge you. I don't know if you've seen Lindsay Steers' post. She's selling tickets for a doll. She said the doll's worth 50 quid. And she's selling tickets for £2 to win the doll. There's 100 tickets or something. And I think it's come out of a museum, I don't know. But she's trying to raise funds for some reason or other, I don't really know. And yeah, I've got all these like videos. This one. How pathetic is that? We're supposed to believe that's a ghost. We're supposed to say it's real. You know what I mean? It's a joke. Anybody believes that's real, they've got to be off the rocker, ain't they? Which, do you believe it's real? Road cam 7. You know, that looks really frightening, doesn't it? And it's funny how we do like to be scared, don't we? You know, we watch horror films and that, so it jump us out his skin, and then we moan when we have nightmares. Can you imagine if you did see something like that in the middle of the road? You know, driving, it would creep you out, wouldn't it? But these things really think and make you think that they're real. I think I had another one. What you're about to see, or that jump quick, this real ghost caught on CTV. Now, when I first looked at this, I thought, where's the ghost? But as you can see, the cam is moving, look, 1644. But I don't think that means anything. I think he's still doctor it. But see if you can see the ghost. Now it's going to show you where the ghost was. So I couldn't see it. There, look. You reckon that's real? I think that's a more convincing one. have done it. But is it real? I've just slowed it down because it seems to take forever, doesn't it? But like, it really does piss me off. But feedback. How are you getting feedback? You're not even on. We can see it, but it's little. You get them on Facebook, and like they try to convince us they're real. And I honestly believe that they must think we're idiots. Because I know there is some idiots out there that believe that what you're just seeing is actually real. But I think the last one was more convincing than the other two. I can look out my window now because my window's here. I think I could see that woman in the car park, all dressed in white. Was she going out for a drink? Well, has she been out for a drink and she's staggering all over the place? I think that's more like it, isn't it? But like they do, they just put them all over Facebook. And because I've got nothing to do now, I've got no job. It's all I ever do is sit here on my computer, debating whether to paint my ceiling. Well, I did say to Clive today, have you got a roller, Clive? I'll go in and paint my ceiling. After I've come back off my holiday. Because we go to Lanzarote. I think it's 4 weeks. Yeah, about 4 weeks, I think, 21st of November. And then like when we come back, I was speaking of like painting my flat, getting it done out. So that's can we talk about. Because like I said, I don't really follow no more teams. I don't bother looking at John's 6 cents. Yeah, I think I've got to sort this flat out. I don't really watch Proving Demons. I did see a Facebook post of Paranormal Uncovered. Cole and Andrew, I think they're coming back. I didn't even know they left. Because I don't watch it all. I didn't even know they left, but apparently I think they stopped about a year ago. And then he's put a post up saying they're coming back, they're doing ghost hunts. Shows you how much I follow it, because I don't really follow it now and I don't follow it because of idiots like them. He's supposed to be a psychic medium. He's as bad as John 6 cents. Charging people, saying it's a what you call it. And what do they put on the website? As seen on ITV, Sky. All the things that all the fake paranormals do, that trying to grab publicity, and it, like, I think I've been in the papers about 4 times on my channel, exploring my ghosts on Facebook, which I don't really do anymore. I think I'm trying to get back into it. I've got I've got videos, right, but they're still on my phone, they're still on my camcorder, and I've got to get them onto here. But like John's got them, Tony's got them, you know, and like I think, well, it's not worth me putting them up because you've already seen them. You know what I mean? So like, there's no point in me putting it up. The only good footage I've got is like when we're talking, you know, privately. I bet you'd like to see that though, wouldn't you? You know, when we're talking, and we're not really talking about other teams. We talk about stuff and that. And I have that on my camera. I bet you'd all like to see that. Get me into trouble though, would it? But they're, like I say, they're the things I like to put up. You know, the things that you don't see. You know, the last investigation that we did with John and Tony at that asylum, it was just unbelievable. You know, me and Tony, was just in the room on his own and we could hear like moaning. You know, straight away I just thought like, it sounds like somebody that was drugged up to the eyeballs, foaming from the mouth. You know, because you know what they used to do in like probably 1960s and probably 70s. You know, they used to over medicate them. You know, so they were like walking zombies. You know, so they couldn't get the words out. And it sounded like that, like they couldn't get the words out. It was a very strange feeling. You know, and me and Tony just sitting there, we could hear it. Like, the cameras picked it up. You know, the cameras can't lie, can they? And that's proper ghost hunting to me. You know, none of these fancy gadgets, although I was using the K2 meter and John was using one of his meters and that. And the both was going up at the same time. But proper ghost hunting to me is like when we were just sitting there, we was asking questions, and you could hear this noise like flies back again. I'll get it. I'll get it one day. I think I keep missing it on a purpose because I'm leaning to the side of Buddhism. Yeah, very strange room it was. Very, very strange. But they're the kind of videos, you know, we should be watching rather than all the fake stuff. You know, oh, who's that? Because that gets me as well, you know, when they tend to be scared. Well, why are you making a video of like saying ghosts exist and everything, and then you're scared? It don't make sense to me. It really don't make sense. Because you're going ghost hunting to prove that ghosts exist. You know, you're not making a video, you know. Come on, fly, little fly upon my wall. Haven't you got no sense at all? The wall's been plastered. So get off, you stupid fly. So what it is, in these flats, we have mice, and they're all over the flats. So I've put poison down, like in the kitchen, in the hallway. And we reckon we've got a dead mouse because these are like blue bottle flies. and they like to hang around carcasses. So in the walls where the mice probably are, there's probably a dead carcass somewhere, and it gets a build-up of flies. Wasn't scary, but made you feel uneasy. I don't think I've ever been really scared. I've jumped a couple of times. You know, what's the fuck with that? But I've not been really scared. But like I say, I can't understand why people go ghost hunting if you're scared. You know, years ago, I couldn't watch horror films because I was scared of them. So I didn't watch horror films, simple as that. But nowadays, people just make videos. And, you know, some of them are good, entertaining videos. You know, is it Nick Groff? Is it Jason Hawkes? Or, you know, where they've got good budgets and they've got the right cameras and sound equipment. You know, we use phones, don't we? And little camcorders, and no, we ain't got big budgets, have we? And what's happened there? Why have I gone off? See, I think my flat's haunted. Why have I gone off? Has the screen gone black except for? Let me move that. The camera's gone off. Let me go. And that's froze. Everything's gone off. I don't know if you can still hear me. Everything's just gone off. Oh, stop sharing screen. It says I'm still live. So why? But YouTube is froze, isn't it? I'm going over to YouTube, and it shows you my frozen picture. I'm going to have to stop the live and restart it again. I can't understand because what's happened. All right, let me end the stream.